Hey, look at me! I'm doing a tutorial. It's been forever since I did one of these. Yeah. So today we're gonna be doing how to draw profile views. Now, a lot of people think that profile views are hard to do, but they're actually not. You know, pretty easy if you understand the format. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a circle. Now, if you can't draw a circle, then I suggest you get something round like this, something like this, and you can just, trace it. This is the cheap way out, but if you really want a perfect circle, you don't have to do this, but it does get you a pretty cool result. So you got your circle, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut that circle in half. Now you can oh, hold up. Gotta get a ruler real quick, because my stuff is never in one spot. Yeah. Ruler. I always suggest getting a see-through ruler, because you can see through it. I just wish this part wasn't here. Like, this is stupid. Like, why would you do this? Why would you put this here? I don't need this extra bit of plastic, but I do suggest you get a see-through ruler, because see-through rulers are just way better in my opinion. Dang, a minute goes by so fast. All right. Okay, back to it. After you get your ruler, or you don't have to, you can do it freehand if you're a savage, but you just make sure you eyeball it and try to half it in half. So just half it in half. That's a word now. Yeah. Cut that in half, and boom, you got your first first layout. All right. Now, what you can also do, which is the best thing I suggest, is you also I have nothing smaller than that. All right. Well, I'm gonna do it freehand. You have to draw another circle inside this circle. All right. So like you're making an eye, kind of. This is freehand. But try to make it like a good amount, make it look even enough. Now, it's not perfectly center because I did freehand it, but that doesn't matter right now. What matters is that we got our circle. Now what you gotta do, you gotta get your ruler again, turn it this way, then you wanna half this in half, half it, and half again. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm back in school, Boom. You see that? Can you see it? No? Alright, so after that, you get remember this little circle you made? Get the bottom of this little circle, line it up at the bottom of it, and then you half it in half. One more time. Alright? Boom. We're getting somewhere, people. We're getting somewhere. Now, after that, after you finally get the this in half and that in half, alright, what you want to do is go to the top of the circle, the top of this smaller circle. The small circle is really, really important because it's going to help you measure out the proportions of the face in a profile view. So, go to the top, and then half it in half again. Boom, alright? So now you got 3 sections that aren't perfectly even because the circle is not even, but if it was even, it would be much a better example. But yeah, you should probably make it at least even enough. But right now, it's whatever. Okay? So you got 1, 2, 3. I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections in total. But you have 3 lines cutting this in half. 1 line, blah blah blah, all that stuff. All right? Now it can go either way. You can either go this side or this side. It works for both sides. It doesn't really matter. But just for this sake, we're gonna go to the right side. Just because. Now we're gonna get our ruler again. You don't have to use a ruler, by the way. You can do this freehand. Okay. Gonna go right here. Cut that in half. Look at that. All right. All right. We're just using lines and circles, baby. This is all 2D. No 3-dimensionality here. All right. Now, here's the tricky part. You have to go to the bottom of the big circle. All right. And this is where you have to really eyeball it, because it depends on what you want, alright? So for an even-sized jaw, we're gonna go about in this angle right here. Say, okay, try to imagine this as a line, kind of. Use the guidelines and try to measure, like, if you do it like this, they're gonna have a long jaw. If you do it like this, they're gonna have a short jaw. It depends on what you want. So this is really an eyeball moment. So right now, we'll go right here. Half it in half. Alright? Boom. Boom shakalaka bang. Alright. Now what you do is this is the face, this is the back of the head, yada yada bang, you already know that type of stuff. You can do the neck. You know what I'm saying? The neck always goes into a slant. Don't ever draw the neck straight down. Like the neck does not go straight down, alright? Alright? So the neck curves like that. You can also add like a small line like that connecting the neck to the jaw. That helps. That's a little bit too bent, but you know. There's a slight bend in the neck that goes forward, alright? The neck points in this angle right here, alright? The neck points that way. That's a terrible arrow. The neck points that way, not straight. Now, you go here. So remember this half right here? This section that we cut in half? The bottom section? This is gonna be where the eye is, alright? Now, the eye, I usually use an eye socket to help place it, so I just use this little shape, this little curved shape. It touches this part, but it also is as wide as the line. So just make sure you connect it like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, do that. Boom. Boom shakalaka bada bang. All right. So that's where the eye's gonna be. Okay. You can also, if you want to be fancy, add a little curve right here, but that's unnecessary. Okay. But breaking the head into planes really does help with the profile view. Okay. Breaking the head into planes. All right. Boom. Let's add an Adam's apple right here, just because the neck has a slant. Alright. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start refining it. The ear, you're going to go right in the middle of where these two places cross. Alright. You're going to make a little triangle going up, then going down like a pyramid. Alright. Then it's going to curve all the way down to this line where the eye line is. Okay. Alright. And then we can just, you know, do the ear thingamajigger. And, you know, this is not an ear tutorial, but I'm just telling you, that's where you place the ears. Alright. The ears right in the middle, cross, and they kind of curves down to this line right here. And that's the portion of the ear, because the ear lines up with the eye. Alright. This is going to be the jawbone right here. Okay. And that's pretty much it. That's how that's the skeleton that you want to work with when you are doing the the head. All right. So now what we can do is just flesh out the face, and yeah. Also remember when you're doing the face is the nose does not come straight out. So what you want to do? Actually, I should teach you with the nose first before I get into speed art. What we do is, you see this top of the corner where the hairline is, right? By the way, this is the hairline. This line right here that we cut in half again, alright? You're gonna go into a curve, alright? And you're going to go right down to where this bottom line is, making a triangle. Now, you don't gotta do that, but just imagine that, okay? Imagine that line, and then it comes out, okay? It comes out. Not too far, unless you want the guy to have a long nose. That's perfectly fine if you want that. But for me, I'm cool on that. Alright? Make it more of a square box off nose. Yada yada. Alright? Also, since we're doing a male face, we're going to keep this more flat, and there's going to be an indent here. Alright? It's going to basically, we're going to make another triangle in this triangle. So we're going to pretty much cross this box in half and then cross this box in half, and then we're gonna have the indent proportion that we need for the face. Alright, so I'm gonna drive past my freaking door. Don't make any noise. I'm gonna pass my door. Boom. Alright, now we can just erase that, and that's pretty much it, guys. That's how you get a profile view. Now what we're gonna do is go into the speed art. I know it's a quick video. 10 minutes actually not that long. I don't mean to talk for as long as I do, but I just wanted to do a quick and dirty one-shot little tutorial on how to do a full profile boost. Remember, this works from any side, and you also don't have to do all these guidelines. It could be much simplified than that, but just always keep this stuff in mind when you're doing the profile view. All right, let's make this a character now. Let's make it a character. Turn this freaking camera thing off. Turn off the curtain. Well, hope that was a quick and dirty rundown about how to do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. 1,000 subscribers, let's go. 1,000.